The story begins with Amanda Knox, an American actress, author, and writer, born on July 9, 1987. At the age of 21, she decided to study in Italy and met Meredith, who was 21 years old, the same age as Amanda. After that, they decided to share a residence. Of course, this was a logical choice, as you are in another country that speaks another language. There is nothing better than sharing a residence at least with someone who speaks the same language as you. The residence was chosen in the city of Perugia, which is located in central Italy. After one of the November nights that Amanda Knox spent with her friend Raphael Celesto, she returned in the morning to her apartment to find the door open and her friend Meredith's room closed. When she went to the bathroom, she was surprised by the waterfall of blood flooding the place. But where is Meredith? Let's go back to the night of Meredith's murder. On November 21, 2007, Amanda had a shift at a bar where she was working part-time to get some money to help with her tuition and accommodation expenses. However, her employer, Patrick Lombapa, called her to tell her that he did not need her that night. Amanda headed to her friend Raphael's house to spend the night with him. At exactly 12 noon, Amanda returned home with her friend Raphael to find the front door wide open, the glass broken, and a lot of blood in the bathroom. Instead of heading to her friend's locked room, she called her, but she did not answer. She also did not go to the room, but called her mother in America and told her what happened. Her mother asked her to call the police. Amanda called the police, and two police officers, who were not assigned to investigate crimes, forced their way into Meredith's room and found the girl dead from multiple stab wounds and covered in blood. Amanda and her boyfriend were taken to the police station and investigated for 5 days without reaching anything. Amanda's mother asked her to leave Italy and return immediately to America, but Amanda refused to return and said that she was waiting for Meredith's family and that things were fine, although she later said that she was harassed a lot during her investigation. Raphael surprised them during his investigation by saying that Amanda might have left his house at night while he was sleeping. When confronted by Amanda, she told them the strangest story. She said that she returned to her house at night, and while she was in her room, she heard the voice of the owner of the bar where she works in Meredith's room, and things developed between them until she heard Lamababa killing Meredith. But Amanda did not expect that Lamababa had spent the night working in the bar and had many witnesses to that. Then the forensic lab report came to reveal another surprise. The DNA in the victim's room did not belong to any of the three accused, but to someone else entirely, Rudy Getty. Rudy was one of Amanda and Meredith's friends, and their neighbor as well, and he was confirmed to be present on the night of Meredith's murder, and after checking his past, a criminal record was found that included breaking into several apartments for the purpose of theft, but none of them were proven against him. The police quickly arrested the killer, and in a speedy trial he was sentenced to 30 years in prison for the murder and assault of Meredith. But Getty's conviction did not mean the innocence of Amanda and Raphael, as they were considered partners in the crime and sexual assault, and that it was perhaps an ill-considered adventure that Meredith paid the price for, and they were both sentenced to 25 years in prison. Amanda and Raphael's lawyer did not stop trying to exonerate them, and in 2010 the lawyer proved that the DNA sample was corrupted, in addition to the testimony of one of Getty's colleagues in prison who said that Getty claimed full responsibility for the crime and that Amanda and her companion were innocent. Amanda and Raphael are released, and Amanda quickly returns to America without any justification for Raphael's accusation that she left his apartment on the night of the crime, or her false accusation of her employer Lamababa. That was in 2011, and Amanda returned to her normal life and completed her university studies, but it was not long before she was surprised by the order to appear again before the Italian judiciary in the murder of Meredith, and that was in 2013. Amanda expressed her sadness that the case was reopened and that instead of working seriously to correct the errors of the investigation and close the loopholes in the case, the Italian authorities continue to blame her for the murder of Meredith. In the new evidence was presented in the form of fine threads found on the knife believed to be used in the crime. None of the victim's DNA was found, but traces of Amanda's DNA were found, who was accused this time of stabbing Meredith while she was pinned to the ground and being sexually assaulted by Getty and Raphael. The defense objected, saying that it was a household knife and that Amanda certainly used it for cooking. The surprise was that Amanda and Raphael were accused of murder again, and Raphael was sentenced to 25 years and Amanda to 28 years, to everyone's astonishment. Amanda, who was still in America, addressed the sovereign authorities and judges in Italy about the severity of the sentence and the unjust accusations against her. The trial was repeated in 2014, and both Amanda and Raphael were released and acquitted of all charges. Upon her return to America, Amanda completed her studies and published a book about her story entitled Waiting to be Heard, a memoir. Amanda is currently working as a freelance writer, is engaged to a writer, and participates in campaigns to exonerate the wrongly accused and innocent people who were sentenced without evidence. Netflix produced a work about Amanda's life story in 2018.
Did you kill Meredith Kircher?
No.
Were you there that night?
No.
Do you know anything you have not told police?
No.
These are shots from the trial of Amanda Knox.
Right now, and I just want to go and be with them.
Amanda Knox waited 4 years for that homecoming, but tonight she's anxious that Italy's Supreme Court could put her freedom in jeopardy.
And here we have reached the end of a story that I hope you liked. Give me your opinion about the case because it is a very complex case. Here we have reached the end of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.